So mga kabanat, itong video na ito, no, short video ito patungkol sa interview ni Senador Gordon tungkol sa Pharmally sa ANC channel at ito'y kapartner ng ABS-CBN at sinabi ni Senador Gordon dito na kapag kurap ka ay kulong ka at sinabi niya rin na itong si Michael Yang ay kasabot dito, kabanat, no. At grabe yung paliwanag ni Senador Gordon dito patungkol sa Pharmally at lalo na kay Michael Yang at itong si Lincoln. So mga kabanat, short video lang ito, no, at kayo nang humusga at siningit ko rin yung video at nung nagkaroon ng pagdinig sa Senado para medyo may refresh yung memory natin sa ginawang pagdinig. Ito naman kasi ang pinupunto ni Senador.
You know, to me, it's the context. Ang konteksto nito, nagkakahirap ang tao, may pandemya, kinana nila, I use the word kinana, pangkalye yan, kinana pa nila, kinulimbat nila, dapat mahuli yan. At sino kasama? Yung mismong finance, yung kanyang economic advisor. Si Michael Yang ang napanay sunod-sunod na sinungaling. Na yung bata ni Michael Yang, si Lincoln ang engineer, at kasama niya, etong si Dargani. Na talagang, kita mo, sunod-sunod na sinungaling, tumatakas pa. Sino naman ang maniniwala dyan na talagang napakatanga naman na ng mga senador? Napakatanga ko naman na, wala na akong mukhang ipapakiharap kung ako titiklop dyan. Hindi ako titiklop sa korupsyon. Sabi ng kaibigan ko si Joker, pag bad ka, lagot ka. Kay Gordon, pag corrupt ka, kulong ka. And I've proven that.
We have to find out. So we can come into the conclusion that if they cheated the government, it is possible that they cheated on you. Did you know, for example, that your good friend, Dargani, your trusted friend, gave his girlfriend and Miss Mago a corporation called This is Beyond Limits? I should have called it Lying Beyond Limits. You know, because Sophia cannot be seen, Miss Mago changes her testimony. There is a highway of lies. A highway, you're like rubber bands, you know, elastic. You keep changing and changing and changing, and you keep going back and back. We didn't want to jail you guys. In fact, I said in Tagalog, mabait ito si Mr. Wang. Because when we were telling Lincoln on the first day that he was going to be locked up, you came to his rescue and you said it was Michael Yang. It is true that Michael Yang was not telling the truth. He was actually supplying you with money and supplying you with contracts. In fact, I have the names of people like Meow Meow, Jintui, Su Tianyun, Chang Ahong, Meow Meow. And who gave this? Wasn't this Michael Yang who gave this? So every time we push back, they give a little. And then, you know, I'm just summarizing, Mr. Wang, because you are the company president. There is such a thing as a fiduciary relationship to the stockholders and to the country, our country. For example, when Mr. Ong gives us the number of ACME, and I can show you what is the report on ACME, they went to the subdivision and they said there is no number by that name. Here, it says, the first attempt to serve the subpoena to Ms. Naindre and Ms. Garange on November 25, 2021 was 16 at 16D Reynaldo, Tandang Sora, Quezon City. According to Joy Alunos, Secretary of Raymar Subdivision Homeowners Association, there is no number 16 in Reynaldo Street. And there is no Evermore Marketing and Supply Company in that subdivision. So again, that's a lie. And then also with the other one that were allegedly the guy who did not pay the right taxes, the first one who paid 3 million more in taxes, Tiger Phil, and then he was referring to another company, Green Trends, who we cannot find. No person lives in that address, all right? And then the other one is another person that we cannot find is Gerald Cruz, we cannot find Uson, we cannot find all these people, and they're all connected. And Michael Young doesn't even want to tell us where he got the money for this LA. Doesn't want to tell us where he got the money for Yangtze or for Pali. But the facts show that he has so much money, but he doesn't want to explain it. So this is a litany of lies to be very simple. And then your accountant, she says she was paid 4,000 and she was just given a list. She doesn't know of her personal knowledge that the documents there pertain to actual facts. And now comes Jeffrey Mariano. Now I'm going to go now to Jeffrey Mariano after going to that recital of lies. Jeff, are you going to be part of this party of liars? Let me ask you. You submitted an amount of 7 million, saan yun? 7 billion na pinakita mo 7.2 billion. Anong basis mo doon sa 7.2 billion? Can you tell me?
Sir, Mr.
Hindi mo
Chairman,
nakita, ano ang pinagbasihan mo ng 7.2 billion?
nakita po namin, Mr. Chairman, yung mga documents.
Pero unsupported yung 3.4 billion, correct?
To be honest po, sir, hindi ko po din mag-gets kung bakit yun lang po yung lumalabas sa BIR.
I'm glad you said to be honest.
Apo
Eh,
kasi,
yun ang sinasabi ng BIR. Are you now saying the BIR is lying?
no sir, I'm not insinuating that po. Pero to the best of our knowledge, sir, and also was mentioned by Sir Mohit, yung iba po kasi purchases were importation. So nagtataka po kami bakit hindi po yun nasasama sa
In fact, nasi Tiger Field doon. Wala yung mga kotse, 10.9. Ang sabi ni Mohit, binigyan niya ng 25 million peso Lamborghini yung kanyang kapatid. Nag-advance siya sa korporasyon. Nandun ba yun? 25.
For 2021, sir, parang wala po na advances for the car.
Ha?
2021 po yung transaction, sir. If I'm not mistaken po, wala pong advances for that.
Pero sinabi ni Dargani na may advance siya. So he's lying.
For the car po, sir, yun po yung sinasabi ko. Wala pong advances for that.
Kaya nga.
So,
So hindi nagbayad ng tax doon. Di ba? Or for that matter, sinabi mo, ang nagbibigay siya ng dokumento si Dargani, pero nung tinanong si Dargani, hindi niya na matandaan. Tama, Jeff?
alin po yung transaction? Specifically. Sir.
Sinasabi ko, galing sa kamo, ang information, galing ka. Sinulatan mo siya, di ba? Ano sinulat mo sa kanya? Ano sinulat mo sa kanya? Sa email?
Ito po, sir. Basahin ko lang po. Would like to request the items from the attached file as requested by the Senate.
No, hindi siya sumagot.
Wala pong feedback, sir.
Yung sinabi mo, in-email mo siya tungkol doon. You're asking for the attached file, right?
Yes po.
Attached, ano yung attached file na yun?
Ito rin po, sir, yung nanggaling from the Blue Ribbon na subpoena to Stecum for the supporting docs for the cost of sales.
No, ang sinasabi ko lang, kaya kung nire-research
Purchases
ko,
po.
mag-isip na sana sila Lincoln Ong, sila Dargani, the gig is up. Wala na kayong aatrasan. Huli na lahat yan. Ang haba na ng kasinungalingang ginagawa nyo. Kaya nga ang conclusion namin, kanina sinabi ko na mag-umpisa ako, ang hinahanap na natin ngayon baka ghost deliveries na yan. Kaya tinatanong ko yung presidente ng kumpanya, hindi ka ba na-worry? Hindi ka ba na-perturb? Hindi makita yung mga dokumento? Paano mo papaliwanag yan ngayon kung talaga nag-deliver kayo? Kung nagkonsyaba nga si Lau na nagtatago ngayon, at hindi ako nagtataka, nagtatago si Lau. Hoy Lau, kung nakikinig ka, nagtatago ka because complicit ka. Baka wala talagang dineliver. Nag-good siya mga kaibigan mo. That is my point, Mr. Jeff. I see you nodding your head. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir. Noted po. Understood po. I agree, sir. Agree po.
Oh, you agree? Oh, I'm glad you agree. At least that's the first time that I see that you're still thinking and that you still to a certain extent, are worried for the country. Are you worried for the country?
Sadly and deeply po, sir, ever
Good.
since.
I'm glad you are.
Mr. Chairman, sa company po natin, meron po tayong tinatawag na 60-40% investment po.
Aware of that. Yes.
Yes po. And then my husband trust me and to put my names po sa mga companies
Of course. That's
na
why,
kami shares.
yes. Okay. Ito na naman. Happy 168 Development Corporation. 1 month after June, 2 years after June 16, you are the president of this and you now have 20% and you have a 250,000 peso investment. Nothing wrong with that. There's Sean Way Technology, June 8, 2016. You're the president and your percentage share is 32.3%. Correct?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
47 million pesos, correct?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
And then Philippine Full Win. You are the treasurer and you have an investment of 15 million pesos, correct?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
And then Power Mega Mix Corporation. Dito 100,000 pero you're the president, correct?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
100 pesos pala, 100 pesos. Hindi 100,000, 100 pesos. My mistake. And then Pharmally Biological, October 20, 2017. You're the treasurer and chief finance officer. Correct?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. That's right po.
And you have an investment of how much?
51.50 pesos, Mr. Chairman.
Pesos. Baba naman, biglang, para ba naghirap ka ba dyan?
No, Mr. Chairman, because we are not sure of investing that one po dahil hindi pa po kompleto yung mga documents.
100 pesos, tapos 51.50. Tapos bumalik ka sa 20 million dito sa Paihong Realty. Corporate Secretary ka, 20 million. Tama?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. That's right po.
And then Philippine United Technic Corporation. Meron kang investment, Corporate Secretary ka, 875,000. Correct?
That's right, Mr. Chairman.
And then XRL Holdings, you're the president and you have 60% share, correct?
That's right po, Mr. Chairman.
And then you made 100 and then or 3.74 million pesos. And then Piley Holdings Corporation, you have an investment of 100 pesos. Plus, you have, I don't know kung bonus yun, pero nagugulat na lang ngayon. I'm sorry, hindi naman kita yung pinipikon, no? Pero nababasa ko doon sa mga thread na nagulat ka na lang dahil sinabi mo, ikaw nagsabi nun nagising ka na lang, may kotse na kagad sa garahe mo.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, because I want to clarify that, Mr. Chairman.
Go ahead, I don't want you to be ridiculed.
Tinanong niyo po na kung may pagkakataon po ba na pagkagising ko po ay may sasakyan po sa garahe ko dahil hindi po ako mahilig sa sasakyan.
Kung tinanong yun, ikaw ang nagsabi nun, wala ko sinabing ganun. Wala ko sinabi, huwag mong lalagyan ng salita ko. Hindi kita tatanungin gano'n. Hindi ko alam kung anong oras ka gumigising Kasi kung gano'n
Mr. Chairman.
baka nabunutan ka ng ngipin, nilagay mo yung ngipin mo doon sa ilalim ng una, nag-wish ka, yun ang dumating, kotse.
Mr. Chairman, ang asawa ko po talaga ang mahilig po sa mga sasakyan. Kaya po wala po akong interest sa mga sasakyan as long po, sa sinabi ko po, as long na gumagana, kaya po kami i-transfer po ng mga anak ko at komportable po kami, wala pong problema sa amin.
Okay. Now, pati mga anak mo, mga kapatid mo, mayroong mga corporation, di ba?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Tama po.
They have a total of 100 million pesos in stock holdings.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
So, daming pera. Nagbabayad ba ng income tax si asawa mo?
Alam ko, Mr. Chairman, mayroon po siyang binabayaran na income tax po.
Pero ngayon sinasabi nga ni Mr. Abrea, pag tinignan, can you show that slide again please, Mr. Abrea? Is Sean Way there as also?
Sorry, Mr. Chairman.
Yung slide na pinakita mo na mukhang hindi magja-justify.
Okay. Second to the last slide po. Based po dun sa documents na na-submit po sa amin, yung accumulated income na na-declare from 2016 to 2020 ay nasa 1.36 million lamang po ni Ms. Rose Nonolin po. Pero ang total investment po per document po, Mr. Chairman, ay nasa 136.353 million po, Mr. Chairman.
Yes. So saan manggagaling ang pera yan? Sa Pogo ba yan? Rose?
Mr. Chairman?
I'm just
Yung pera po ng
Okay,
136 million, 353 million po na sinasabi po na total investment po na nagmumula po sa lahat ng corporation po namin, yan po ay declared po.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm able to read it.
Yes po. Opo.
Uh,
So, hindi lang po yan sa Pogo ng gagaling, Mr. Chairman.
no, ang next question dyan, saan nanggaling yung perang yan?
Mr. Chairman, hindi lang po nanggaling po yan sa Pogo. Kung yun po ang tinatanong po ninyo, I have loan po sa bangko. Yes,
Okay. So, hindi na ako magtatanong dahil that's your internal ko na. But I
Thank
just
you.
want to say na nakakapagtaka na pati mga anak ko, kapatid mo, kasama dyan, 100. Now, ang tanong ko sa'yo ngayon, bakit hindi umuwi yung asawa mo from Dubai?
Mr. Chairman, sinabihan ko na po yung asawa ko na umuwi. Pero dahil nga po, sinabi ko po before na April po, tinamaan po siya ng COVID. So, under medication pa rin po siya. So, pwede ko po siya sabihan na umuwi, pero discretion po niya kung uuwi po siya o hindi. Dahil ayaw ko naman po na...
Hindi siya nag-worry kung humaharap dito. Di ba?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Dahil po humarap po ako sa inyo at willing po ako tumulong dahil wala naman po kami tinatago.
Hindi ko tinatanong kung may tinatago ka. In fact, I've been very, try to be very, very, correct with you, di ba?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Tinanong pa ako, bakit mabait raw ako sa'yo? Di ba? Mabait naman talaga ako, pero nagtatanong lang ako para lumabas lahat, no? Hanggang ngayon ba may COVID pa siya? Baka abutin na siya doon ng variant, bago.
Ngayon po, under medication pa po kasi lungs po talaga niya yung tinamaan, Mr. Chairman.
Pwede naman siya mag-participate online, katulad ni Wang, di ba? Pwede siya mag-participate online.
Pwede ko po sabihan, Mr. Chairman, kung yun po ang gusto po ninyo. Pero I cannot decide.
Hindi naman ako kasi mas maganda na andito siya dahil again, may controversy dyan na siya raw si Alan Lim, no?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
I'm sure you
Pero
can...
naman po yan ni PDEA Director Wilkins Villanueva po. Na iba po yun sa asawa ko po na si Lynn Lee.
Kilala ko si Wilkins, sinabi niya nga yan sa harapan ng Pangulong Duterte. Di ba? Napanood mo rin ba yun?
Yes,
Napanood mo
Mr.
rin yan,
Chairman. Panood ko po yun.
Oo, okay. Sige. And we just want to know dahil si Yang Hong Min sinasabi rin na may involvement sa droga at tinanong ko na siya dyan at so let's take a look at the others now. Kay Rose, no? Rose, sa tingin mo saan galing nga? You're aware na yung sa Pogo? Anong pangalan nung kinuli doon sa China nung isang araw? Kinulong kagad?
Mr. Chairman, I'm sorry po, pero hindi po ako aware po kung yesterday po yung nangyari. Pasensya po.
2 days ago, hinuli siya ng People's... merong nagsasalita rito, tiga China. Alvin Xiao ang pangalan.
I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman, pero hindi ko po kilala at hindi po ako...
Alvin Xiao was arrested by Chinese authorities. He's a super billionaire, big-time operator. At alam mo, ang charge sa kanya, nag-ooperate siya ng pinagbabawal na Pogo sa ibang bansa, particularly the Philippines. So bawal yung Pogo sa kanila pero pinapabayaan dito ng Pangulo natin magkaroon ng Pogo. Pinagbabawal sa China. Ganun siya ka-close sa China na ala ko natatakot siya sa China, di na kaya pero yung ginagawa nila sa Pogo, pinapaglaro dito. Alright? So that's why yung extent ng itong investments on 136 million, I have to ask you those questions because nakakapagtaka at marami ka rin kotse, may Escalade, mayroon pang ibang kotse, pinagbili mo na kahapon yung Escalade at mayroon ka pang Toyota Land Cruiser, yun ang preferred car mo of choice and definitely dapat mapaliwanag lahat yan para we can have a clean slate.
So mga kabanat, pasensya na, may maikling video lang kinuha ko doon sa interview ni Senador Gordon sa ANC, kasi alam ko yung ANC channel, ABS-CBN channel kasi yan ay naninik down ng video yan. Talagang titik down ka kahit anong lagay mo ng commentary diyan. Kasi ang ginagawa ng ANC ay pinapamanual nila yan sa YouTube. Titik down nila yung video nila. So ang punto ko lang doon, pinakita ko doon yung bira ni Senador Gordon sa mga Pharmally. Nasabi niya nga hindi naman daw tanga sila, na hindi sila paniwalaan nila itong Pharmally at titiklop na lang yung tuhod nila dito sa Pharmally sa kabilang kasi ang usapan mga kabanat ay bilyon halaga, hindi milyon kundi bilyon. At medyo lalong nadiin kasi yung Pharmally kasi nung tinanong sila ng mga dokumento ay wala naman silang maipakita, lalo na yung tinatawag na box. Kasi pag kinukuha kasi ng Senado yung box kung saan nandun nakalagay lahat na mga record sa pagbili nila ng kanilang mga PPE, lahat ng mga transaksyon ay nakalagay doon sa dokumento kumpleto, nga lang ay tila hindi na mahagilat ng Pharmally kung saan nila nilagay. So doon pa lang kasi nakakahalata na imposible na hindi nila alam sila yung head, di ba? So yan lang muna mga kabanat ang video na pinapakita ko sa inyo.